Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofect one, AJ, here with some breaking news now. I'm going to go straight to the tweet from Woj. Per sources, the NBA has opened an investigation into the Philadelphia 76ers for possible tampering and early contact centered on franchise's summer free agency class of James Harden, PJ Tucker, and Daniel House. Sixers have begun cooperating with the league on the probe, and the story will be soon. NBA is expected to pursue circumstances surrounding Harden declining the $47 million option to sign a one-and-one deal that cut salary to the 33 mil and gave team more flexibility to sign Tucker and House. Somehow, some have wondered if another deal was already in place for the future, which is against the CBA. This is crazy. Essentially, what they're saying is when Harden came in and he was like, hey guys, like, I want to win a championship and everything. And they're like, yeah, dude, we want to win one too, but we got to bring in more guys. We can give you more money later if you can take a pay cut this season. You take a pay cut this season, you decline the extension, we'll restructure you so that we can go out and we can get PJ Tucker and Daniel House, which they would have had to have conversations already then too. So James Harden then comes in and is like, yeah, man, let's win a championship. Let's go for it. Get those guys. I'll do what I have to do. Pay me next season when this extension expires so that I can get more money, and then boom. And then everything fell into place. He took the pay cut, took the 33 mil, and instead of the 47, and that gave him the flexibility in order to sign PJ Tucker, who's a great talent, and Daniel House, who's another extraordinary talent, setting up the Sixers for really a nice season. Really setting them up for a nice season next year, depending on what happens with this tampering. Now, we have had tampering issues in the past in the NBA, much recent even. Last year, the Bulls were stripped of a second round pick for early contact with Lonzo Ball and Kyle Lowry. It happens, but that seems to be the president. And then the Bucks lost a 2022 second round pick for tampering with the Sacramento Kings restricted free agent Bogdanovic, and he ended up signing with the Hawks, so nothing came of that. But they still lost the pick because it's still tampering. It seems like the NBA has been cracking down on tampering lately. It doesn't seem like they're going to be fined or anything like that. They will lose a second round pick, and always in the draft, picks are valuable, especially in the NBA. So that could hurt a little bit next season. However, with those pieces you just got, it really isn't that big of a deal, I don't think, because honestly, these are going to be the centerpieces for your team for the next 2-3 years. And they're looking to make a run, and that's why James Harden took that cut. Now, if Joel Embiid and James Harden would have taken that cut, that would be a much different story, and we're probably looking at something else going around there and everything, but not the case yet. Obviously, we will keep a close eye on this story as it is just starting and just getting developed. But yeah, James Harden declining that $47 million option, which was honestly a shock to everyone, but to restructure and be a $33 million player for this year. The shock, I think, really, the heads up on this one is the type of player Harden is. Harden's been a selfish player. I mean, if he wants out, he wants out. He wants in, he wants in. And don't get me wrong, maybe something changed because he's been with 3 different teams in the last 3 years. But he still seems like one of those selfish players who just wants the bag. So he must have been offered something later down the line. And so I think this is going to be pretty much an open and shut case. It's definitely going to be resolved by by the beginning of the season, and probably before training camp for the NBA even gets started. But not how you want to start a season for the 76ers, already in hot water with the NBA. But hey, shit happens. You got to do what you got to do. With that being said, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe down below for more degenerate content. And, of course, follow us on the Twitter at DGenTakes for the show, at Brofect1 for myself. And, yeah, I mean, we'll keep an eye on this story. Not really sure what's going to happen, but James Harden going from super selfish to completely unselfish doesn't make any fucking sense. And so we'll keep an eye on this story, see what comes of it. With that being said, I've been the Brofect1 AJ, and we will see you next time on Degenerate Takes.